Let's go check the sound. How's that going? How's that going? Cool. So guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Well, actually, I should really call it no tutorials. Um, the kind of just heads up about it is just what we're going to be doing is just spend about 5 minutes, just some exam strategies for you guys. And then after that, it's just me kind of like guiding you guys to different videos if you need kind of any help, because it just becomes a little bit too crazy and too chaotic. Chat goes crazy, and it's like I'm not able to help anybody at any given moment. So I've kind of put slow mode on at the moment, just to keep it bit quiet in there. But yeah, so I guess what I'll do is like at about 8:03, just kind of go through some strategies for you guys. A lot of people kind of ask me, it's like, what's the kind of like advice you give before going into the exam? Considering that this is like your first level 2 maths exam, it does work slightly differently. So yeah, so we'll just see how that goes, yeah. Um, yeah, well, like I said, I put down no tutorials and like still people showing up, but yeah, if you do want to take off, that's absolutely fine. Just want to wish you guys good luck for tomorrow if you're doing the exam. If you're doing all three, I think hanging around for that first 5 minutes might help you guys just maybe do some strategies for you guys. But if you're doing just two or even just one standard tomorrow for level two, um, just yeah, best wishes to you guys, and would love to hear how you guys go tomorrow. What strategies am I talking about? Yeah, so just kind of like just some ideas on how to answer questions. Like some people kind of have like different strategies, and I know that this strategy has worked for me. And again, this is just me sharing my strategy. It might work for you, it might not work for you. Ultimately, you know what's best for you. But for those of you guys that kind of like just worried a little bit, yeah. So let's have a crack at this, all right? I mean, like this kind of like strategy is just to break down how the paper actually works. Pretty much, guys, this is what I do on the day before exam because it's just, like I said, trying to run a tutorial a day before the exam is just too crazy. So the first kind of advice that I'm going to give you guys is, and this is like the most number one thing that's worth doing, is before you even write anything on the paper, make sure you read the whole paper. All right. So if you're doing algebra, then make sure you read algebra, calc. Uh, the order really doesn't really matter. I mean, like as long as you read the all three papers word for word till the before you even start doing question 1A. All right, it's one of the like best pieces of advice I got given from some of my teachers. Partially because it's like it's just the way your head actually works, your brain works. As you're kind of like going through some of those questions, your brain in the background is like kind of like ticking away and just working in the background as you're kind of like doing the normal questions. All right. Number two, and I can't believe like I know this probably sounds a bit crazy, but like I said, this works for me. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. I actually go through the paper and read it again. Um, but what I do this time is I pretty much have like a traffic light system. All right. And again, you guys can have any kind of system you want, whatever works for you. All right. So I basically end up doing, let me just check this. So I pretty much have this system where it's like, I grab like a few highlighters and like whatever highlighters you guys have. And again, this is like whatever system you guys want to have. Um, let's just go yellow, green, and blue. So basically like three highlighters, and the three highlighters, it kind of like helps you guys visualize what's happening in each question, right? So what I kind of do is like, say, for example, if I see question like 1A, so I'm just going to do this here just to give you an idea. So normally they have like, 4 or 5 questions, or maybe 6. I might have like a couple of yellows. Again, you guys choose whatever system you want. Like I use the highlighter system. Some people rate it in like difficulties. So 3 being like, I got no idea how to do it, no idea how to do it, um, some idea, and very confident. All right, I'm actually going to do with the number system because I know it might just works out easy. So what you want to do is you want to kind of like just on the side of the questions, you want to actually put down where you're at for each one of those questions. All right, because this is going to help you kind of decide how much time you want to actually spend on a particular question. Remember, I'm going to work with the assumption that you guys only have 1 hour for this 1 hour for this paper. Like, let's just assume that, all right? If that's the case, if you break this down, like if you really think about it, you've got 3 questions. That means you really should be spending 20 minutes on each of those questions. All right. If you're spending more than 20 minutes, then I would probably say it's you guys gonna like kind of have to move on to the next question or take a break and then come back as well. So let's say you go through the questions and you got like a one, and then you got like a few threes there. All right, something like that. And then here you got um, one, and a 2 and a 3. Just again, I'm just throwing some random numbers here, like on depending on what you can do. And maybe in this question, you might have like a 1, 3, 1, 3, 3. Now, again, I don't know what the orders of these questions are. Like sometimes they mix achieved and merit and excellence kind of like in different orders. Um, but because it's exponent, like we can kind of like, I mean, there's a bit of an assumption that excellence questions ends up being the last question. And I know that at the beginning, they always have like achieved questions. So what you're really trying to do is you want to try and maximize your grades, right? So remember that if you get like one merit question correct, so let's say you get this question correct here, that means you're going to end up with like an M5, which is like 5 points. And then let's say you come here and you did question 1, which means you get like N2, but then like you're really struggling with that second question, right? And it's probably an achieved question. And this is why it's important to go kind of put that traffic like a 1, 2, 3 system for yourself. Then you know that if you attempt this question and you're very confident with it, you could get a 5 points from that, which means anything before that is almost like, it doesn't matter whether you get it right or wrong, because you got that highest grade, that's the one that stands. Um, so it's just you gotta strategize a little bit, kind of go, how much time am I spending on this question? Am I going to spend like 5 minutes for an achieved question? Well, you've only got 20 minutes for the whole question. So if that's the case, it's like you kind of need to just go through that paper and go, which question do I want to do so that it actually gives me a maximum grade? Now, most people ask me is like, I really only want to get achieved. I get a whole lot of people that go, yeah, that's all I want. I want to get an achieved. Well, I'm like, well, I'm sorry to say this, try and aim for a merit because to get an achieved, all right, from question 1, question 2, question 3, sometimes you actually need probably up to, you probably need like 5 to 6 questions correct to get an achieved. But for a merit, you only need to get 3 questions correct for actually to get a full merit, because that means you've got 3 M5s, which actually give you 15 points. That's going to give you a merit. So I always say aim for like the merit questions. Yeah, and I think that's one of the ideas that I generally give people. Go have a read through the paper, read it again, put down like what questions you can do. You need a bit of time and you got no idea. And sometimes, like, look, I get people come back and say to me, sir, I did this system of yours, and every question was, I got, like, I had no idea of how to do it. And I think sometimes it happens, it can happen, but it's okay because like even if you like I said in my tutorials before, even if you attempt like the excellence questions and the merit questions, you can still get achieved grades from them. So that's something to keep in mind. So guys, as I said to you, that is pretty much kind of like some of the quick fire strategies on how to handle your time in the paper. No, I've not seen the paper. I've got zero access to this. Um, but yeah, so at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop in the chat, and if you guys have any kind of like questions, then all I'm really going to be doing for you guys is, yeah, I'm just going to redirect you guys to some of my tutorials that I've done before. And I've got my OneNote set up as well. So everything is set up. You know, if you have like any burning questions, just chuck it up on the chat and I will try and answer. And I know I missed a whole lot of questions, but I think I'm just going to quickly I'll try to scout through from the beginning and I'll answer some of these questions. Just give me a second, guys. Just got to rearrange my desktop. All right, let's see. Starting from sketch, too many memories. Yeah. MCAT is so hard. Yep. No, I've not seen any papers from 2021, Sky. This question, all parts of the paper worth both the E points for that question. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, Maya, I'm not keen on excellence questions with like 2 points coming from the same question. That's actually sucks. Real Gamer 821, it really depends on you, man. Like I would actually say go with the easiest first because that eases the pressure for you. I always say this, you know, even with questions. Like I know we kind of talked about it. Where is it? Like going back to here, right? Like this part here, I would actually, once I rate them like 1, 2, 3, I would actually go and do all the questions that I've put as 1 because that actually reduces the amount of stress I have as I'm thinking about these more trickier questions. Okay, so it's really important that if you see a question that's really easy, just mark it down and say, yep, this is an easy question. I'm going to go read through the rest of the paper, come back and attempt that easy question. And so that's like out of the way. Because I've seen people do things like, oh, I'm going to attempt the hard question first, and they end up wasting like 35 minutes and then they put more pressure on themselves. And yeah, that's not something you want to be doing, particularly during this time. Cool. Other questions? If they give us, no, done that. Scrape the merit. Sky, you still keep asking. Jazz Leem, exponential equation. I think that's TEG. I'm going to come back to that tomorrow because I just want to kind of help out the level 2s today. Same with you, TEG fella, like that keyboard smash guy. Here you go, he's back. Oh, hang on. You asked how to differentiate points in a table. I'm not understanding your question, keyboard smash guy. You know who I'm talking about. Reese, just go check out the tutorials, man. There's I've chucked in like a whole lot up there, so you know, just go and good luck. What happens if you get that M question wrong? So Luke, if you feel like, and it's a really good question to ask, like what happens if I get that merit question wrong? Because if you do feel like you're not confident with that merit question, that's when I'd go back and just make sure I do all those achieved questions prior. Otherwise, it just you're like risking a lot in that one question. Xavier, if you got all 3 excellence questions correct, you will get overall excellence. Yes, that's correct. Because if you get all 3 excellence questions correct, you get 24 points, and that's the maximum points, and you're pretty much good to go. No, yeah, sorry, Michael, Michelle, no tutorials, just kind of. Now, Zifty, I'm not doing any questions today because it just like it becomes like a flood because everybody wants their questions answered. But if you do have a question, chuck it up. I'll actually tell you where you need to go to, which video you need to go to find that particular answer. For those of you guys that are looking at kinematics, which is, where are we at? OneNote. So for the kinematics one, the best space to go to is, I think it was 2020, level 2 calculus. So that would be 19th August 20. So if you guys are like, anybody want to kind of like go through kinematics, you want, which date is it? 19th of August 2020. I'll find the video and I'll chuck it up for you guys so you guys can just Yep, there we go. Copy link address. Cool. That's the kinematics video that I've just put up there. I think there's a few people that have asked for kinematics question. Optimization, I did it like 2 tutorials ago, guys. So go have a look at that. So that would be on the, which date was it that I did tutorial on optimization, or at least close to it. It would have been this year's tutorial number 4. That would be like on optimization. So if you want to go have a look at that. Takame, I'll never do probability. Yes, Shreyas, to get excellence overall, you need to answer 3 questions, which is the 3 excellence questions. Yeah, kinematics again. Carrot, like in the last, like I know before they used to have like 2 excellence questions, but recently they've been doing like 1 question, and if you answer fully, you get 8 points, and if you partial work can get up to like can actually get up to E7. Which video do I watch to sketch gradient function? That was yesterday's session, Liam. We spent pretty much, I think it's tutorial number 5 from yesterday. That's the one of the recent streams. If you check it out, that's where we did all the sketching gradient functions. Yeah, see you later, Cotton Slayer. Good luck, man. Xavier, for tangent questions. Yes, there is. Where was it? I think this is what you're talking about. So that would be if you have a look at last year's 11th of August. So let me just go grab that, Xavier. Give me a second. 11th of August. I must have put it here somewhere. Oh yeah, got it. Tangents. Yeah, this whole video is on just tangents, man. All good baked beans. So where was this? Yeah, Xavier, I've just put the link for tangents there. Samuel did that 2 sessions ago. So if you have a look at that, we spent like, I think it was on Sunday that we did that video. Let me just double check that. No, not Sunday. Last week, Wednesday, we did optimization. So that's 17th of November, 2021. Which video is that? 17th of November, 2021. So this has some optimization in it. I need to tag your guys' names in it. Sorry, guys, just still kind of going through that. Merit questions for algebra, Duncan. If you have a look at any of the algebra tutorials, which is this year's one, where is it? Where is it? Let me just show you that. Merit questions for algebra. So anything related to like this 4 here, they all tend to be like, they start off with achieved, but most of the questions I end up doing are merit questions in there. So yeah, just go through them and you'll be good to go. The other place, yeah, I think that all those tutorials that I run for the algebra, they all end up being merit questions anyway. So just go have a crack at that, man. Never mind. Easiest way to pass calculus, just differentiate everything. Yeah, Jasleen, I'm not going to be doing that today, mate. Like if you go and have a look at the TEG tutorials, you will find the finding exponential equation from graph, because I think I've done a video for it quite a few times. If you look at the tables, equations, graphs playlist, which I'll show you where it's going to be. So in my front page there, see how it says tables, equations, live? Just go to that playlist. And right there, Exponentials 2019 Part 1. This tutorial is really useful for exponential equations, which is like the 4th of November one. Rate of change, not so much as questions, guys, but rather just random questions that I've done here and there with the exams. Although I think I did do a video for rates of change with calculus. Let me just check. I can't remember right now. Where is it? Calculus tutorials, calculus. Let me check this. Give me a second. I know the rate of change. I started working on that video, but I don't know if I finished it. That's the only thing. There we go. There is a video for rate of change right there. So this is, I'll chuck it up there, rate of change. There you go. Sleep, you guys should get some sleep. I'm gonna cut this off at 9 o'clock on the dot. Jenna, I don't think I got around to finishing that paper, unfortunately. Hamilton, have a look at my calculus playlist, man, with the skills. That should go through it, I'm thinking. Otherwise, just check out the year 13 stuff, which is integration, and then you should be good to go there as well. Good luck, Curtis. Yeah, just make sure you have a good go at this. Pog, it's not a bad idea. I'd be like every year I think about it and I just keep forgetting, but sometimes I get a couple of guys that come and help me out, some of my mates, but otherwise, yeah, it's not a bad idea for next time. Excellence questions for algebra. Geez, like that's a good one, Luke. It's like go to the end of each video and just kind of like go through that, man. Baked beans, it means not equals to when they have an equal sign with a cross. Now, Kiwis relate, I don't do any probability, mate. Sorry. See you next year, Philip. Good luck. Hamilton, top tip to integrate, +1 and divide by the new power. Jack, hopefully you picked up the tutorials for rate of change. How do I find minimum and maximum? Tobit, to find minimum and maximum, all you're doing is just differentiating it, put it equal to 0. Yeah, the 2020 papers are there, Mimi. Griffin, I don't think it matters for this exam because I don't think you'll be actually using degrees or radians for this calculator. It's only when you get to like level 3 calculus that you kind of need to worry about it. No, Pritesh, I would not recommend skipping merit or excellence questions because, as I said to you at the start of the video, you just got to kind of strategize as to how you want to answer those questions, right? I'm not sure which formula you're talking about, Liam. In physics, they give you the formulas for kinematic equation, but I don't think they do it for calculus. J ratings, I have no idea. Like I said before, it's like they've been changing like the exam papers slightly here and there because I know that's what they do at level 3. In level 3, they get like 5 questions. The final question is like an excellence question and it's worth like 7 or 8 points. But it's just I wish I could answer that, Jay, but I've got no idea. Where do I go for algebra parabola questions where you write an equation? All right, Fiona, let me go have a look at that. I can't remember which year I did it. Was it 2020 or 21? Let's have a look. There we go. It looks like 8th of September 2020. That's when I did those word questions, similar to word questions, I think, or like context questions. might be worth having a go through that. So if you look at that algebra playlist, which is, where is it? So that's the calculus playlist. So if you go to algebra tutorials, find the date, and then you should be good to go. I think that was 8th of September 2020. That's the video you want to watch. I'll screen grab, like I'll link it up for you. Where is the main screen? Yeah, Jenna, I think it's worth having a look at that, to have a look at that last link that I just posted for the parabola. It kind of goes through some of the word question. Abhishek always used the Surface. Now I'm using Surface Pro 7. High school historian. I've seen so many people do that, and then they just kind of sucks, but yeah, they can't actually do that. Ruth, how do I do logs? Go and check out earlier this year's, which tutorial should you go check out for logs? Sorry, just trying to find it, Ruth. Give me a second. So in 2021, level 2 maths. I think we did a bit of powers there. There we go. This covers logs. So if you look up, Ruth, if you have a look at this year's tutorials in the playlist, you're going to find 28th of October 21. That's the tutorial you want to go for logs. Yes, Brian, I have. Just have a search for it. You'll find it in my on the playlist. Tobit, how do you know if it's max or minimum? There is a second derivative test that you can do. If you look at my level 3 differentiation playlist, level 3 I'm talking about, there's a thing called second derivative test. And if you use that, you should be able to kind of prove what is max or minimum Tobit. Nah, Amelia, I think they actually give you, I'm trying to think. I don't think they give you like, you got to remember area of circle, area of triangle, obviously, square and rectangle. But I don't think anything else that you need to kind of like remember. Like I've hardly seen them ask a trapezium question, but if they do ask you for a trapezium question, I have seen them give given the equation there. Yeah, no worries, Rodan. Good luck for tomorrow. Oh, yep. Dashani, which year did I do that in? I need to think. Yep, here you go. So Dashani, that would be last year, 25th of August 2020. That tutorial right at the end, I talk about when two things equal to each other and kind of solving that. So if you go to the algebra tutorials, you will find on 25th of August 20. I really need to give them like different kind of names, like season 20, episode 4 or something like that, just to make it easy for you guys. Maybe I'll do that in the holidays. No worries, Jenna. Good luck. Yeah, thank you, Alex, for that, for kind of explaining that. Joshua, I wish I could help you with that, man. That sometimes I struggle with that as well. Cylinders and cones, Amelia, I'm trying to think like when would you be using that? Like I know in level 3, if you are doing cylinders and cones, they actually give you the formulas, but they tend to stay two-dimensional with the questions. Like and if they do it, they do give you guys the formula, Because in level 3 you do get the cylinders and cone and sphere formulas. Yeah, thank you, Joshua, for that. No worries, Anthony. Good luck for tomorrow. Roseanne, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know what you need right now, so I can't really kind of say what I'd recommend. It depends on where you're sitting at. If you are sitting at Achieve, then have a look at merit questions. If you're sitting at merit, have a look at excellence questions. And if you're sitting at excellence, just keep you know keep practicing those questions. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's right, Amelia. When you differentiate, you don't have to worry about k because k will just become 0. Mimi, to jog your memory, it's when you differentiate, the power actually decreases. When you integrate, the power increases. So integrate, increase, differentiate, decrease. So the DDII, hopefully that kind of helps you remember just in case you forget. Simultaneous equation tutorials. Brian, I think those are like, I kind of just kind of automatically did them. I never did them as a package tutorial here. Oh, that's part of one of the log rules there, 0.34. I should get out of that. Oh, believe me, high school historian, there were a couple of years when I actually made some English teachers read some questions and they were like, what the hell is this asking? Dylan, kinematics, I've already done kinematics. The place you want to go is, let me just show you when I did it. I think I did it last year. There was a really good tutorial for kinematics, which is on 19th of August. So if you just Google like level 2 calculus tutorial 2 and 19th August 20 on my channel, you will find everything you need to know about kinematics, Dylan. A little bit retaliation that you're not doing algebra, but you want to do calculus at level 3. Kritika, try the video that I posted on Wednesday, the live stream that I posted last week Wednesday. Was it last week Wednesday or Thursday? Let me just check. Give me 1 second, caller. Yeah, last week Wednesday, we did a little bit of optimization. Yeah, kinematics again, Nathan. Have a look at 19th of August 2020 tutorial. Daniel, yes, you could do that. You could use the Y value to kind of prove it as well. I'm not sure I understand your question, Mimi. Definitely, George. Like I that's something that I would say like I kind of would do as well. Like if I'm confident about the merit questions, I would kind of like not even bother with achieved questions. However, I would always come back right at the end and just kind of like just do them just in case. And that's not something I'd do straight away. At the end, when I have some time, I'd come back and just do those achieved questions just to kind of give myself a backup. Solving E8 parabola questions. I think I just showed one of them. Give me a second, all right? Let me just find it. Like I did one last year. I spent quite a bit of time last year answering those kind of wordy, like, I mean, we kind of talked about the wordy questions, but like it's just learning how to convert them into the context type questions. So if you are interested in those ones, that would be 8th of September 2020 from last year's tutorials. Maybe next time I'll have like a document with everything ready to go. So you guys just click on that document. I just haven't had the time to kind of clean up, man. Uh, yeah, Hunt Boy, just keep in mind, this is like years of work, right? Like I've been doing this since what, 2015 and 2013 actually. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So Mimi, the only thing I'm thinking about is integrating. So if you are going to be doing that, where would you go? Where would you go? You want to be going somewhere here, which is, I think I didn't, yeah, this was the thing, right? I never really got into integration, but what you can do is you can go into, where is it? Level 3 integration. The first two videos should cover you for your anti-differentiation of at level 2. So that's just a couple of extra things for you there. WFIM, increasing and decreasing questions. I did do it last year. Just give me a second, let's find it. That'd be calculus. What is this? Turning points. Ah, damn, did I not do that in 20? I don't think I have. Where is it? Who was it that asked? WFIM, WIFM. Yeah, the increasing and decreasing functions. I'm thinking, yeah, I know which questions you're talking about, but I think it might be in some 2019 series, man. Unfortunately, I can't access the board from here, but you should be able to access, if you just go into the calculus tutorials, which should kind of help you out with that. So you probably just need to go into this playlist here and go to the 2019 ones. 2019 ones are around here. So if you have a look through that, I think I did do the increasing and decreasing in 2019, but I can't remember doing anything over the last couple of years. Justin, always look at like, sometimes they say like justify, they give you like extra bit of details. Like you generally can kind of, after a while, you realize actually this is quite a long one. So it might be a kind of like a, what do you call it? It might be a merit question. Seth, I honestly, I can't actually tell you about the UEG grades, man, because like I'm not teaching at secondary, so I don't really understand fully what's happening with the UEG. So apologies, man, I can't really help you with that. Good luck, Will. The shiny biggest mistake students make in algebra. Oh, geez, there's a lot, man. Like I've seen, like marking my papers, I've seen a lot of silly mistakes. Things like forgetting like x squared divided by x is actually x, and like just it's really hard to say the shiny. Like there's no common mistake people make. Yeah, Jacob, I would actually go with that, especially with calculus. If you're not sure what to do with the question in calculus, have a look at it. If you're given f of x, or like the function, they give you y, then just differentiate it. And if they give you f dash of x or y dash, then just integrate it. No worries, Luscious. All the best for tomorrow. Yeah, not sure with the UEG guys. Sorry, I can't help you with that. Aarti, I think the attacking those big word problems, generally they're like, look, with the word problems, there's only like three things that they could ask you, right? There's a parabola that you're going to come up with an equation and find the solution, or they have a discriminant question with like a little tricky part, or like one of those area questions. So again, it's a quadratic. And the final word problem that they could have is like exponential. So that's like the interest rate kind of questions. So really, there's only like three types of questions they could ask. And as long as you can get the context out, and sometimes I even go like, if you're unsure, just use guess and check with the word, like with the word problems. And then once you get an idea of what it looks like, then you can kind of like do a formula and just get to it. No, again, I can't answer your UEG question there, Jovan. So Not sure, Toby. Can't answer that. No worries, Justin. Good luck for tomorrow. Uh, Ruodan, you're talking to someone that's actually been doing algebra and calculus as a living, so it's I can't really say that there's a harder opinion. Um, I enjoy them both, so yeah, it's hard for me to say, man. When you get the f dash of x of the good, Dashani, when you get the f dash of x of the graph. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the question before it disappears. So Dashani, we did a session yesterday with drawing drawing graphs. So if you have a look at the live stream from yesterday, that might actually give you a little bit idea. But I don't think you should calculate it. It's generally sketching it. But even with the sketches, they give you like important points that you need to make sure they go through. Jack Riley, yes, I do. That would be under the calculus playlist. So if you go under the calculus playlist, the skills playlist, which is a little bit at the bottom, uh, think finding points in the equation of a tangent. There you go. That should help you out with that, buddy. So who was that? That was Jack Riley. So go have a look at that, Jack. Expected. I would actually say if Jacobs, if you're doing calculus next year, algebra is definitely more important than probability. Josh Tripp, define y-intercept. Josh Tripp, all you got to do is just put x equals to 0 for that. So whenever your equation, oh no, you're looking at there is no y-intercept form. It's, unless I'm thinking of the ax squared plus bx plus c. But generally, if you want to find the y-intercept, you just put x equals to 0, and you're pretty much good to go. I don't know, I can't answer the question, Jeremy. It's a trick one. Daisy Gee, I did try to study the pattern, and I think you would notice that recently I've been doing like some of the older papers. What they've done is like some of the older papers, what comes out as excellence question like 5 or 6 years ago, it's come out as like almost borderline merit questions now. So it kind of sucks. I do notice you 13,666. Good luck for tomorrow, man. Yeah, Hunt Boy, algebra skills, just got to keep gonna practicing it. Azul Zal, up to you. Whichever paper you find easy, do that first, so that you don't feel the time pressure when you're trying to do like the paper you find a little bit more challenge. Derek Trang, I know if you there's a hidden playlist in my channel called Mathdemic. From episode level 3, like video 2, is some people say that's some of the best complex numbers tutorial that they've actually gone through. I've had a kid that actually got an excellence just by watching that whole series. So it's worth trying to find it. I'll see if I can put it up again. No, not a problem, Rodan. Have a good night. Good luck. Go get some sleep, guys. Make sure you get some good sleep. Hi, bye. Yep, absolutely correct. Just remember that you got to replace y with the equation of the parabola and you're good to go. Mopped up, going pretty well. I don't know, like I probably need to ask you guys how this session is. Is it actually useful? I know it's something completely different than what we normally do, but it's just I've got so many questions coming through. It's just impossible for me to answer each and every one of them. Yeah, I know, Ender eclipse, people have talked about this cap of a cylinder, but then remember, cap of a cylinder is still a circle. So can you comment the link? Yep. Xavier, I might just show you where everything is. So, like, if you want to have a look at each of the notepads, if you go, so just kind of point out where it is, all right? Xavier, this is for you. So if you click on the link here, that's going to take me to my website. And underneath, you're going to have all the whiteboards that I have from every year. So just click on any one of those whiteboards and you pretty much get access to all the stuff that I'm doing at the moment. And with that, I kind of missed where I was. Whoops. Jacobs, yes, the degree setting is defined by the highest number in your polynomial. So, yep, you're right. Mimi, yeah, like I think like try and achieve as much of your other questions as possible. And if you know there are certain questions that's going to require you like a good 10 minutes to kind of work on them, you got to make sure you keep an eye on that clock so that you don't lose track of time. Mac Allen, that entirely up to you, man. Like I don't know how to answer that question because I don't know your career pathway and I don't know what's your NCEA level 2 status, so I can't really comment on that. Aarti, I think in the morning, my best recommendation is like get a really good breakfast. All right, people forget about it, but like have a good breakfast and really you want to go into that without watching any of my stuff. All right, so that can really confuse you guys at the end. And I know that people, I've seen photos of people watching videos as they go into the exam. Um, like it's really important that you go in there with a clear head, so you're not like stressing all the way through. You wanna be a bit relaxed, but calm, so that when you attempt the exam, you're at the best state of mind answering those questions. And good luck for tomorrow. Where? Jeez. Okay. Zach, you are right with that. Yep. So dy dx is the same thing as saying f dash of x. Travis, you're going to have area of a rectangle, so it's just like base times height. So your base is going to be like 2x because it's touching the x-axis, 1x from both sides of the graph. And then your height of that rectangle is going to be the equation of the parabola itself. I think somebody asked that question earlier. So you can kind of have a look just to see what's happening with that. Oh, yeah, not sure about your question. Lovely name. About whether you cannot sit the exam or UEG. Jennifer's answered your question. Jacob, I've already answered that. Cubing Bad Wolf, I would say very different. All right, getting excellence a few years ago is a little bit different to getting excellence now. Hamilton, just remember that if you're writing y, it's the same as f of x, but when you write dy dx, that's f dash of x or y dash. So just keep that in mind. Joshua, that equation will be given to you in the exam. So, whoa, it's crazy, this thing. Just one click and I miss all the comments. Leo, I wish I can answer that question. Not really sure. They generally have like at least one question. It's on the order case. I don't think I've actually seen a calculus without sketching a graph. Lily, like I said before, I wish I could answer that question. I don't know anything about UEGs. Emma, kinematics is not too bad. I think I sent a tutorial before. I will show you where the tutorial is for kinematics if you are interested. It's not bad. Like, I mean, I try and run it in like 1 hour, but where is it? So if you go into level 2 calculus tutorial live streams, it was done on 19th of August last year. The 19th August kinematics one. So if you just search that tutorial should pop up. Yeah, what is it? It's about 1 hour and 15. It should cover most of it, and at least that means you might walk away with like an achieved or a merit question, merit grade there. Deba, you missed the big session yesterday, man. Like that was all about, yesterday was all about drawing functions in calc. Ah, man, I missed the question. Sorry, guys, just little trying to catch up with the questions at the moment. Matthias, you don't need to worry about any units. Like that's not a biggie. The quadratic questions, quadratic equation tutorials, where was that? That was done in 8th of September last year. Who was asking that? 0.34 meters. That was the question you were asking me. When was the quadratic tutorials? So that was done on 8th of September last year. So if you have a look at that algebra tutorial number 6 from last year, you will find it. Ote, no, definitely not. So normally we don't write dy over d0. We just write it as dx. But what we write is right next to it, we go dy dx when x equals to 0. And so you can kind of do it that way. Tobit, that depends on your school, man. Every school has a different requirement. I don't think I can answer that question. Matthias, do you have to get the correct dA dt? No, I've already answered that. Jacobs, you're looking at rate of change. Now, rate of change questions, I did do them in my level 2 calculus skill session. That was the last video I was working on earlier this year. I haven't finished that playlist, but it is there for you to have a look at. It's fairly useful for rate of change. There's always, yeah, Willie's, there's always going to be a kinematics question. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a year without a kinematics question. Chante, unfortunately, I've not done them yet. I need to do them, but I will get to it. Roseanne, I think if you have a look at previous exam, like what I would say is like, Roseanne, what you want to do is go and have a look at the exam questions and see if you can find a similar exam question. And when you find that question, you can just go and have a look at the answer the fully worked out answer that I've done. Because off the top of my head, I cannot remember. Was there one in 2020? I'm trying to look here. Hang on. Let's see. Where is it? Give me 1 second. Just gonna switch over. That was from last year. No. Nah, I don't remember doing it this year. I could be wrong because I did so many exam papers this year. Just can't remember for the life of me. What's that? That's a kinematics. Diff. What? Restart later. Nah, I don't think I did. Like it might be in 2019 or 2018 there, Roseanne. Have a look at there. But yeah, sorry, I wish I could help you with that, but I can't access my old papers. Like, unfortunately, I've only got those two boards on this computer, so yeah, sadly, I can't help you with that. Matthias, good luck, Lucy, for tomorrow. Matthias, for rate of change questions, you have to put the correct units. No. I think I would write them as dA dt though, rather than f dash of x. Yeah, I know you guys are like area under the curve. Did I do it in 2020? I might have done a tutorial. Give me 1 second. Let me just try and think about this because it's in my other tablet, the 2019 paper. I remember doing a tutorial. I just can't remember when I did it. It might be in 2019. Let's have a look for the area under the curve. area under the curve. Did I do 2018? Come on. Would have done it, mate. Would have done it somewhere. Well, let's just have a look. Yeah, it's old. That's sketch derivative. Oh, wow. Okay. So there is maximum area and volume word questions. So I'm wondering if it's this video here. So this is like all optimization questions by the looks of it. Yep. So if guys, sorry, I know I kind of like, that's why I said, you got to go and have a look at the previous videos. So if anybody is looking for optimization videos, so this is all optimization videos. Yep, I've chucked that on up there. We're going to go back and try and see if we can find that area under the curve. Covering E questions. Kinematics again. Yeah, sorry guys. I think you just need to go and have a look through that one because I just can't remember what I remember doing it, but I don't know which. So if you just browse through that playlist, which is the calculus tutorials playlist, where is it? Right there. So if you like go through that playlist, I'm sure I did one of them. I just can't remember which year I did them. Just kind of like go through the middle. It is themed, so you probably find those questions anyway. Yeah, I hope not, Hunt Boy. That would like really suck for you guys, but gradient function is the same thing as doing f dash of x dog cats. Most important thing to remember for algebra paper, answer the questions, Catherine, because yeah, I wish it's hard to say because it's hard to say without knowing what your guys' skills are. Jenny Bright, yeah, again, it's hard to say, right? Without knowing where you guys are at. Like if you guys are like in my classroom, it's different. I can pinpoint and tell everybody exactly what they need to be doing. But when it's like, completely different folks, it's kind of hard to say what's last minute prep that you would do. Um, Super challenging for that one. I was following an emoji. I has math. Yeah, I was kind of following because I generally try and find teachers that are doing stuff. Just curious to see how they're doing it because always it's an opportunity to learn. So yeah, I was quite fascinated by it. Hamilton, yes, you're right. F dash of x equals to 0 for turning point. Optimization with constraints. Tanush, not really understanding that question. Stephanie, you could have a look at the algebra playlist, the tutorials playlist. I think I might have spent like a couple of sessions working on excellence questions. Agreed, fam. Definitely agreed with your comment. It is getting challenging, some of the questions. I like honestly over the last few years, I found level 3 a lot more easier than level 1 and 2. I think level 1 MCAT and TEG is just like it's ripping my hair apart. Fractional exponents, multiplying, dividing fractions. Mimi, yes, I do. Again, that would be under algebra tutorial. I did it earlier last year, so if you have a look, you should be able to find some there. How many E's are M's? E's get all 3 excellence questions, you get 24 points, which is guaranteed, which is a guaranteed excellence, right? On the odd occasion, they'll change the paper to 20, which means you can get like an M6, M6, and one E8, which will get you like 20 points, and you can get an excellence. But hard to say again, depends on the year, man. Renzian Lin asking for a friend. If there is one thing that I would say is if you look at all the tutorials that I've posted, especially for things like logs, discriminants, and powers, those are the three things that would actually help you get an achieved. So if you ask your friend to watch those three videos that I've done at the start of last year on the live streams, at least they should be getting close to an achieved for that. Parampal, up to you, mate, for the calculus exam. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna like, there was a comment that came in my head, but I don't think I could actually say it. It's not, how do you say, culturally appropriate. But then again, I am Indian, so I'm allowed to think like that. Well, you want to know? Okay, simply put, it's like, man, if I had told my mom that I was gonna skip a paper, man, geez, was I in the doghouse for forever? I have no clue what I'm doing. I think we talked about what you need for an achieved right at the start of this tutorial, and I'm not sure about your UEG. I can't really help you with that. Yeah, like as Ati is saying, like cut score for, it's 15 for merit definitely, and 20, 21 sometimes for excellence. Elise, just ex put the two. Oh, I lost your question there. Yeah, I talked about that earlier in the stream, Elise, about managing time. Transforming quadratic equations. I always know keyboard smash guy. Yeah. I think that's in level one. If you go and have a look at the everything you need to know about quadratics that I ran earlier this year, that should actually cover it, man. Definitely not Aaron. I would say that you probably want to be studying for at least minimum 3 weeks, but I don't think I've seen even my own students used to do that. Like, yeah. What time is it? Whoa, it's 9:03. All right, all right, all right. Lucky does stuff. I don't know why you only have 2 hours to do your exam because you're supposed to be sitting there for 3 hours. Because we're doing algebra calculus, they generally give you 3 hours. So not sure about that one. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock. Look, as I said to you guys before, I'm going to be calling this at 9 o'clock. All I can say is, what do I got for you guys? Give me a second. Just got to rearrange a few things on my desktop. Uh, yeah, look, I know there's heaps of more questions here, but like honestly, I think like we would probably just stay here the whole night, just like me sending you guys to different videos. All I want to say is like good luck for tomorrow. As I said to you guys earlier, make sure you guys read the question. Take your time with the questions. Like if you guys got like 3 hours for the paper, stay, stay for 3 hours and have a go at it. All right. Yes, I agree, man. Like that's what I was saying to about the earlier for I think it was Parampal that actually asked. But yeah, you guys have a good break, and I guess I'll catch you guys at the level three work next year, hopefully. But like I always say, every year I think maybe this is the last year I do this because I just get like by this time my voice is gone and I get pretty exhausted. But oh, I didn't realize you were here, Ved. I just saw your name pop up. Are you doing level two this year? That's insane. Oh, hang on. I think that's pretty cool, man. Aman, no scholarship videos. I've been wanting to do it, but no, I'm just gonna like kind of like take a break, man. Like it's like doing this is enough. It keeps me busy. Oh, that's interesting at least. But yeah, Nah, and I won't be doing any probability as well. So, oh, good on you, Ved. That's good stuff, man. Want to hear how the paper goes tomorrow, but I guess you guys can't actually come over, but I'll be keen to see how you went with it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a bit odd at least that you guys actually end up doing that. Give me a second. I just want to change a couple of things. Let's get rid of yeah yeah get rid of slow mode because it just chat away. Yeah, no worries, Theobald. I'll catch you at the next ones, man. Like, yeah, I think that's always the problem, Joy. I never leave and just be like, just gonna hang around and just have a chat. Haley, I look, I don't think you should be disappointed. I don't think you'd fail. Like, just go in with that positive attitude and you'll be all right. Yeah, actually, it's a good point. I'd love to hear from you guys. I might actually put up a little Instagram story, just what you guys thought about the paper. But yeah, no, it really would be because I don't get to see the paper at all. Because in my school we don't do the exam, so I don't unless somebody kind of like sneaks a copy here or there. But unless otherwise, yeah, it does not happen. So I have to wait till the paper actually gets published. But man, you're a lifesaver coming from God is pretty big. Oh, it's a pity, Leo, because like it's been here for like 8 years. People don't realize it, and I keep kind of like sharing it as much. I keep telling people to share as possible, but it's sometimes it's just people forget it. Not sure, Spin. Not sure. Yeah, Mimi, it gets uploaded to NZQA, but it takes a while for it to actually become public. TRB, I'm in Auckland, man. I wish I could answer that question, Keegan, so not sure. Catch you, Tobit. Yes, I teach intermediate. So let me just show you what I've been doing. I'll actually show you guys what I've been doing in class today. Like today's work. This is what I did today for my class. Where's 2021 whiteboard? There we go. This is what I get to do with my year 8 class. I kind of been pushing them, my year 8 and year 9 class. We've been doing this. Remember how the good those times were when you're doing expanding quadratics? Yeah, like look, this is what I've been doing like last week and the week before that. Like real basic stuff. Yeah, it's sad, eh? It's not even I know some part of it is achieved at level 1, but not at level 2. Poggers, I think it's because I was like, I had a chat with my kids and I said, "Oh, do you guys want to do some level 1 MCAT stuff?" And they're like, "Yeah, we want to do level 1 MCAT." I'm like, "You're year 8." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just give it to us." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Keegan, I'm not gonna lie, I do. That's why I kind of come in the nighttime and um, do this kind of stuff with the year 13s, 12s, and 11s because as much as I enjoy doing it with the year 8s, it's like I do like the challenges that these questions actually pop up with. No worries, Jeremy. Have a good one. Ah, the numbers pop up there. Yeah, Leo, it's interesting, right? Like night, I call it nighttime teaching, but it's like I mean, I enjoy it because a lot of guys that come to the tutorials is, you guys want to kind of like learn stuff, so it makes it a bit more easy. And I don't get to mark your papers. So to be honest, like I remember when I used to mark papers for my class, half your class do really awesome, and then the other half of the class have not even paying attention for the whole year. And you're like, why the hell am I even doing this? Um, so it's quite funny about that. No, Joy, no, absolutely not. And I don't really need it. So quite fine doing this. Don't count yourself out, Fridge man. There's some good maths that can like maths really gets a lot of fun after university. Like when you get to uni, some of the papers I did, some of my best papers I enjoyed was there. Like we did like cracking codes, learning about how passwords work between computers. It's all to do with maths, man. Mimi, I was teaching at high school level. I was actually teaching at across the road from where I teach now. About 7 years of doing that. I think I was 5 years teaching at Mount River High, 7 years at Ormiston Senior College, and I was like, nah, I need to go do something different for a change away from NCA. Yeah, exactly, Hunt Boy. And I think that's what I enjoy it because it's like, when I actually do this stuff, people come in, they want to learn. See you, Akamjit. Akamjit, before you go, just for you. See, I think I got it right. Is it? No, maybe not. See, see. I can't say it loud. The dog's sleeping in the background. Yeah, I watched that video from Ronaldo and I was like, that was pretty loud C there. Robin, he made an appearance in one of our tutorials. I think 2 days ago he made an appearance after being annoying. Or was it yesterday? I can't remember. Like I said I'll leave at 9 o'clock. See, this is like 9:13 right now, but 9:15 I'm definitely out. Hoon, I'm so surprised, man. It's like people just start asking random questions. It's like, oh, accounting, physics. Yesterday was Spanish. Yeah, Leo, I think go with what you're finding easy, because if you find it easy, then you're all good to go. What's my Instagram? I think the infinity plus one, is it? It's in one of those videos. Where is it? There. There you go. I'll find the dog. Where are we looking at? See if I can find him, eh? Bloody dog. Trying to find the best picture of that dog is like super annoying because he's a bit of a showboat. But anyway, I'll find it later. Ah, no worries, Finlay. You try and help people as much as you can, man. Bolting potato. I don't think I'm. What was I gonna say? Every now and then I think about moving out of Auckland, coming down to the Kapiti coast or somewhere down there just for laughs. Um, but yeah, it's like keep going back and forth on that idea. Uh, Benny Pooh. Yeah, don't know, man. Don't know. Don't know whether I'll actually go back to high school anytime soon because the school that I'm working in, I absolutely love it. Just I'm having the time of my life and I get to do, this stuff without getting stressed and I could actually do the things that I'm doing at school without getting stressed there as well. So absolutely enjoying my time at my current school. Mask merch. Speaking of mask merchandise, I actually did like four more designs just with the Infinity Plus one, and it looks. My wife really loved the design that the color I made for her. Yes, I'm actually from South India, out in Madras, near Madras. It's a long time ago. Not yet, Cameron. I haven't actually had a look at the scholarship paper yet. See you, Hoon. See you later, Matt. All right, Jonathan. Jonathan, I thought you're year 13, Jonathan. I'm sure you're year 13. All right, I'll put Watson can actually say good luck to you guys for tomorrow. Capri, yeah, I keep hearing about it, but like, just it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Jenna Kim, I know a couple of teachers there. Um, yeah, and I know one of them asked me to come by last year, and I was like, no, I'm enjoying my time at my school. Which one, Finlay? Because I know a few Mr. Fernandos. Theobar, no, 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 I'm not head of maths, man. I just mess around with a whole lot of tech stuff. I walked out of head of maths. I was at senior college, but not anymore. Let's crack up, Junty. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's gonna be hard to kind of pull that off. Yeah. Good night, guys. Go to bed. Get to sleep. Sala with a hat. Messi and Ronaldo. Oh no, here we go. The boys are back again with the Messi and Ronaldo stuff. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Good luck for tomorrow. I guess I'm gonna see you guys maybe at the end of what, next year when you're doing level three. Hopefully, I'm still kicking and alive, doing some live tutorials. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for joining this year, and it's been a pleasure having you guys. Kind of kept me busy over the last kind of like 1 month, 1.5 months, just doing some work for you guys. Oh, wow, that's going crazy. This is always the problem. Yep. So, yeah, good luck tomorrow. Catch you guys, and if I don't see you, thank you for everything you do. See you guys later. Uh, that's that awkward point where I'm trying to find that end stream. Oh, that's where it is. See you guys.